All right, back to episode 4 of College Corner Season 1. Sooner or later we'll get to Season 2, but that'll be for another time. I am here with Paul, one of our announcers during the football season for our team. I bet it was very nice with that nice press box up there. Got some air conditioning and nice heater during the cold and hot days. Yeah, yes, enjoying a nice little soda up there while we actually bust our butts off trying to make the team good.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really fun experience getting to call these games, you know. Of course, the hard work and determination by the Flower Bluff Hornets, being one of the greatest among Coach Steinbrook, being a great head football coach, and, just being able to call that historical run and have that little imprint on history right there as getting to announce the game at home for Flower Bluff in that regional final.
Well, hey. Sooner or later, we're bound to win the state championship. We're sooner or later bound to. We're sure we're not the largest school, but hey, every school has a historical moment. I've seen some very good films that has really involved that. Nobody knew that some champions would become champions. Somebody would just never know. You just got to find the talent around and see what you can come up with. And people says, well, oh man, you pick out this player, why? He's not a very known player. Well, here's the thing. Just because you don't know a player just does not mean that you don't know their talents. Meaning, hey, a team full of unknown players could end up winning the Super Bowl. Who the heck knows?
Yeah, it's any given Friday, Saturday, or Sunday here. But we do have the schedule breakdown.
We do, actually. We do.
We got Coach Chapman to send us the new upcoming schedule for the upcoming Flower Bluff Hornets football season.
Well, let's get right down to it, shall we? We got a scrimmage game against King, a former district rival.
Yeah, King, one of the premier teams in the Coastal Bend, and it's always nice to start off your season, even if it doesn't count necessarily. It's always nice to start off your season against a former district rival.
Basically, I usually would like to say start the rookies off first to see how well they do.
Yeah.
Now we got, I have never heard of any of these. There's some of these teams I've never heard of before, so you can inform me on some of these. Yeah. That'd be very nice. We got Bernie, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, week 1 against Bernie. Both of these, a lot of these teams here, since Flower Bluff moved down to 5A Division 2, as opposed they were 5A Division 1 last year. And so now they and GP, which will, spoiler for later, they will be facing a lot of the Valley teams, as opposed to, staying here in Corpus.
You don't see that too often. I'm just saying, you don't see that too often.
Yeah, and Bernie's a really good team. All these teams have been really good. I believe they were one of the top threats in that district last year.
Oh, that should be interesting to look at. That should be very interesting. Then we got another team called Week 2 in United South.
Yeah.
Who's United South?
I believe United South is another team down in the valley, and it's just one of those teams... it's one of those teams that basically, just all those Valley teams, the good thing about this, and I'm going to keep saying it over and over again, is that they're very strong on the line, but ultimately sometimes with a lot of their teams and they're, competing really closely, is that it leads to a lot of parity. And so a team that didn't win the division last year or the district last year could easily win it this year or the next. And it's
it's basically flip-flop, like you don't know who is going to be number one. So it's not like you're automatic, okay, we already know, let's go with Austin West, for example. You already know they're going to be a top number 1 team. It's like, every year. But with the Valley teams, it's like, you have to take a guess. Like, you might say, oh, look, this team was good last year. We can see them being good again, but they're not. Like, it's strange. It's very strange.
Exactly.
Okay, we finished off with United South. We got for week 3, we actually got Cat Allen, a former district rival, coming back into our rival system. Yeah,
Cat Allen's an out-of-district opponent now this year. It's a very cold-blooded rivalry. Their head coach just retired, very legendary career, I believe, Phil Denor, and they got a new head coach in there. And so now with Flower Bluff and Cal Allen, that rivalry is kind of some new blood as Flower Bluff gets ready to reload with a lot of the key seniors leaving. But and Cal Allen reloading with the new head coach for the first time in about 20 years.
Wait, 20 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cal Allen's head coach was there for a long time.
Well, this is going to be interesting. I'm actually looking kind of forward to this, not only because Callan is a district rival once again for us, but I kind of like to see the mindset of rookie coaches coming into view. So, hey, that should be interestingly nice. We got another team that's actually that I'm actually familiar with is Alice.
Yeah, Alice, we played them last year, I believe, for our first game.
I think so as well.
Yeah, for our first game. And they were a very tough team. I believe last year also they put on a very tough start for Veterans Memorial. And they're no joke. It's very important to not overlook a lot of these teams here.
It's very important as well. I mean, yes, I can agree a lot on that. We got week 5 against Rockport. Now, I don't know much about Rockport, but I mean, I know the school, and I heard they're pretty okay. They're pretty okay, and I want you to give me some more in depth into that.
Well, my dad actually went to Rockport, and he used to play football over there. He was a starting running back for a little bit there.
Oh,
and
really?
He was. It's a very good school. It's a very nice neighborhood and all that. And Rockport is a very tough rival as well. I believe we played them 2 years ago to start off our season, and they're a really good football team down there.
Now, I don't know what system they run. I forgot what it was. It was either Rockport or Port. I believe Port has a football school as well, football high school as well. It's either one of those two schools that I've heard like run like a blitz all defense on every single play call. I forgot which one of those. It was like one of those two schools. Then week 6 we got a bye week, which is all nice there, all nice.
And then week 7 we got Ed Couch Elsa, and
what school is that?
They're once again down to the valley. We're gonna be traveling down to the valley a lot as opposed to other years.
I can tell.
This is a team that's very, very good, and they're going to be a tough rival for Flower Bluff. Then week 8 we got Mercedes. And just going to break down these teams all at once. Week 9 Valley View, and then week 10 Brownsville Porter. And all those teams right there, very tough football teams. I mean, they're coached very well all around. They're just great football teams. And then heading into the last week of the season is a very important district rivalry, and one of the only teams in the Coastal Bend here, Gregory Portland.
Oh, we got Gregory Portland for the final game of the season. Gregory Portland. It's gonna be a rematch of last year when we actually beat them by a field goal in the game before Vets, which was let's go for another game. I'm all for it.
Very well could determine the district winner right there. And so that is the football schedule right there for your Flower Bluff Hornets. And I believe Kyle wants to do his quick 1 minute round recap of the week's events. So let's get them to that.
You know what? 1 minute, 2 minutes, who knows? I'm going for it all. Now let me just, if y'all can wait patiently for anybody wants to go get a drink real quick, I'll just go ahead and put down on the clock here and just find a stopwatch. Okay, my phone's weirdly set up. Sorry. Okay, yep, my camera crew is telling me to speed things up, but hey, I'm willing to take my time for 50 seconds. And also, wait a second, we got the starting clock that I just set up. If you enjoyed that break nicely, now it's time to get into. Let me set up the news real quick, and now we begin our speed run in 3, 2, 1. You know what? My phone just died on me. You know what? Okay, I'm embarrassing myself again. You know what? That's great content for all. Now, restart in 3, 2, 1. Around the horn and go. Now, we got some drafting going around in the NFL. We got some mock drafts, everything from free agency to drafting. Also, I saw some incredible news on here. And let's see here. Oh my God, I cannot find it. This is turning out to be very bad. Actually, there was a report Amazon to hire Kirk Hammerstein as Thursday Night Football analyst.
Herb Street.
Okay, you know what? The minute's going down, and we actually got a player who broke who had a second fastest in the NFL Combine. I cannot say that player's name because I cannot find him on this list. You know what? We're going through the NHL because everything's all the way. NHL to unveils finished new look for a postseason makeover. New Stanley Cup playoffs and finals, new logo. Let's go. Let's see here. Could Aston Forsberg be the gem of the NHL trade deadline? Who knows? That might be big. Oh man, you know what? Oh, wait a second, my timer went out. You know what? We still got time, and we are going even for more. EA shutting down multiple NHL servers. Okay, dang it, EA.
And so, with that being said, with the conclusion of the new segment of this podcast, that will do it for us. We went over the breakdown of the season, and so thank you for all for tuning in and enjoy.
Let's go and scene.
Oh my God.